Hi, beautiful people. Welcome in. I wanted to take the time to talk about how I noticed me taking being a good woman seriously has been transformative to my life. I know I talked about good women and good men, but I don't think I talked too much personal or what the outcome of that would be. Let's get into it. I took down some notes when I was reflecting, so you might catch me reading that. So when I took being a good woman seriously, I realized a few things within myself. I realized that I have more sense of self, more like understanding of my identity and who I am. I found purpose and fulfillment. Yeah, it being connected, like living in the wrong energy field, right? Living in a masculine state for so long, I was not connected to who I was. So got placed in a situation where I could be more feminine, and then embracing that femininity and being a good woman and playing that role in society of who I am. Definitely found that there's more self-respect and self-worth. You build a foundation of self-worth based on the integrity and authenticity of being that good nurturing woman, right? You just figured it out, like things start clicking, and you start understanding what it is that you deserve. You get healthier relationships, whether they're platonic or romantic, family or friends. You find healthier relationships because you found you more so. You're going to attract people because you're living in this vibration of self-love, more self-love. You're going to attract people that are vibrating the same energy as you are. You become more emotionally mature. I definitely have become better at handling conflict situations, not being as stressed or as reactive to things and situations. You definitely have, I've always had a lot of empathy, but you, especially when conflict arises with people, that you're thinking in a more empathetic way and putting like your shoes on their feet, or their shoes on your feet rather, to see that like there's really problems with them and it's not with you. You just really become, less confrontational, are now driven with purpose. I'm not gonna say you like have the purpose of life, but you found a type of purpose in life. So you're living with good intentions or better intentions. You're able to set goals because now you're living in a life that's in alignment with who you are. So it's easier to be on a path that's going to take you to a destination that is for you. You become empowering in ways for other people. I've noticed living in the feminine energy and actively being a good woman that people often ask questions, and they feel empowered by my answers. I feel empowered because I have someone to back me up, that good man, and it doesn't feel wrong in any sense of the way to just solely speak on men and women. And I know society tries to break that for a lot of people. It causes a lot of confusion with identity of self. So when you have the courage, because you're now healed and you're now confident and you have self-respect and you're living in the integrity and you're doing all the things and you're being more empathetic, you have the courage and the ability to empower other people to do the same. Before, like, I was kind of cowardly, in fear of hurting other people's feelings and stuff, but in turn I was hurting myself. And it just feels good to know that I'm not hurting anybody in any way by living in a truth of being a good woman and focusing on that, because that's simply what I'm doing. I'm living with integrity, and I have a set of values that is not going to be broken and boundaries that aren't going to be broken. And I'm living with good intention. People who want that and want to be that see that and will change. So the woman that is maybe living in her masculine will be okay with opening up and being more feminine. I don't want to say I have a lot of influence, but there's influence there that I have had on people's lives. I would like to think that just by our small interactions with one another that I have helped click a change in their mind. And then resilience. You get a resilience from like obviously practicing new things and getting up and trying again when you feel that you might have failed. But you start standing firm in what it is that you believe. You develop strength and wisdom to navigate challenges as they pop up again, and you're able to do it with grace for the most part. So you find self-respect and confidence. You get healthier relationships. You mature emotionally. You live more with a purpose. You empower others, and you become resilient to things. Again, it's not just something that happens overnight. It takes time. It takes practice. And I'm sure if you really like set your mind to it and genuinely approach living life as being a good woman, see other video of what that is to me. But by your definition, just being a good woman and producing those nurturing habits for yourself and healing yourself, then you're able to live in a more harmonized life. So that's what I've noticed when I reflect on how transformative being a good woman has been. Let me know what you think. I don't know. Maybe you've noticed something different that I didn't know. But I'm gonna get in here before this baby wakes from his little sleepy sleeps and snuggle with that for a little bit. So, peace.